There's some hawks circling around outside. Okay. Hi, it's Bree with Califia Candle Company. Sorry for the long break in between videos. I was on vacation for a little bit, but now I'm finally back. And today's video is actually going to be a little bit of a tutorial on how I made this vinyl decal and applied it to my concrete tray. So one of my goals for 2022 was to start using my Cricut more because I literally only use it to make my desk covers. I've kind of been a little intimidated by it. So I finally have been playing around with it the last couple of days and I just love how this turned out. I think it looks so cute and you can totally customize these and do so many different designs or phrases and add them to your concrete products. And I thought I would show you guys how I did it. So if you're interested, just keep on watching and I hope you enjoy. So obviously I am no Cricut expert, so please forgive me if I don't use the correct terminology, but I will run through all the different supplies that I used for this project. And I do have the Cricut Maker. I believe all three different versions of the Cricut can cut vinyl, so any of them will do. And then of course you need your vinyl. This is the permanent vinyl from Cricut. They also have a removable one that, as the name suggests, you can remove it easily from the surfaces that you place it on. But I do want my decals to last as long as possible, so I did go with the permanent vinyl. And then you need some transfer tape. So this is what we're going to use to apply the vinyl to our products. And they have two different kinds of transfer tape. This is the regular one. They also have one I think called Strong Grip, and if you're going to be using a glittery vinyl, you'll want to use the Strong Grip transfer tape. It just will adhere a little bit better. And then you need a mat. They recommend the green mat for vinyl projects, so I did go out and purchase this one because my maker only came with the pink and blue mat. So you need your green mat. And then you definitely need a scraper tool. You can also, if you don't have this, use like a credit card or something, but you just want to be able to smooth your designs down all the way so that they adhere as much as possible. And then I didn't have to use this for my design yesterday, but this is the weeding tool. And if you have a really intricate design with a lot of details, you might need to use the weeding tool to go in and help remove any of the negative vinyl from your design. And then of course you need the product that you're going to be applying your decal to. So I just have another concrete tray here. And I will note that this one is sealed already, and so was the one that I used yesterday. So when I did peel off the transfer tape, it did remove part of the sealer, which I kind of expected to happen anyway. So I did let this sit overnight and then I went back in and sealed it one more time. And I'm really happy with how it turned out. I did read that after you apply your vinyl to your surface, you want to let it sit for 24 hours just to make sure the vinyl completely has time to cure and adhere to the surface. So that's what I did, and then I went in and sealed this about an hour ago, and I'm just so happy with how it turned out. And the sealer that I like to use for my trays and my coasters is the Earth Safe Finishes varnish. So for my candle jars, I use their preserver / sealer, and then for all other concrete products, I like to use the varnish. So that is what I went in and used. And I think that is it. So we will go ahead and get started. So I just made this quick design in Canva, and I'm going to go ahead and download it as a PNG. I do have Canva Pro, so I am clicking transparent background, but if you don't worry because you can actually remove the background in Cricut Design Space. So now I'm opening up Design Space and I have a blank canvas here. So I'm going to go over to Upload and upload image. And then we'll go ahead and upload the dream. I am going to click moderately complex. I remember learning a while ago that if you're unsure what to pick for your project, just pick that as default. So I'm going to click on continue. And then here's where you would remove the background if you didn't already in Canva. So we'll click apply and continue. We don't need to print it, so we're just doing a cut image. So I'm going to go ahead and click cut image and then upload. And then there we have it there. So we'll click on dream and add it to our canvas. And it is going to come out huge. So I'm going to go up here to where I can change the size, and I'll just type in 4.5, and then it should automatically change the height. And you do want to make sure that you're measuring the available space for a decal on your product, because you don't want to have it too big where it's not going to fit. And that is that. So make sure it all looks good on the canvas, and then we'll go up here to make it and make sure it's all lined up well on there, and then click continue. And then it's going to have us pick the material, which is vinyl. So I'm going to go ahead and select that. And then I'm actually going to change the pressure to more, just to make sure that it's cutting through the vinyl completely. Okay, so I have a piece of vinyl that I cut a little bit bigger than what our design is going to be. And I'm just going to line it up with the grid at the top of the page. We make sure it has no bubbles and it's all smoothed out. Now I'm going to go ahead and feed in my mat. And then once the little Cricut flashes, we can click on that. And it will start cutting our project. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and take it out. Okay, so now I'm going to flip my mat over and then peel the vinyl off that way. And then there we have it. So I'm going to just run the little scraper tool over the back just to make sure it's going to separate easily. Now I'm going to start removing the vinyl from the backing. And then here's where the weeding tool can come in handy. Okay, so now we have our word ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and take the transfer tape and peel that from the back. And then we're going to apply this on top of the word. This. And then we'll take our scraper and go over that on the front and the back to make sure that it's fully adhering. Okay, so now we're just going to remove the backing from the transfer tape. And if any of it is still sticking to the backing, then you can just go over it a little bit more with the scraper. But there we go. That came off perfect. So I have my tray here, and I'm going to go ahead and try to center it as best I can. And then I'm going to take my scraper and really push down on it to make sure that it adheres fully. Okay, so I think it's slightly off-centered, but that's okay because this one is just for me. So now I'm going to go ahead and start peeling back the transfer tape at a 45-degree angle. And again, if it's not sticking down to the surface, you can just fold this back over and scrape it a little bit more. There we go. So here is our finished product. Well, I shouldn't say finished because I will put another coat of sealer on there and then it will be good to go. So that is it for the video. I hope you guys found it helpful, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys soon. Have a great day.